All right, good morning, everybody. This is Henry Kramer, 605 Chaser, and getting to everything that we have here pretty early. There's a lot going on. We got to talk about the fact that with these morning time storms, this could allow for the atmosphere to get stabilized, and so afternoon storms may not happen uh, when the front comes through, the other front. So looks like we do have quite a few storms to get to. I'm going to go ahead and go a rundown here. This one second here. Looks like the northerly storm here. This did have a report 2 miles south of Lowry in the county of Walworth County, South Dakota, 76-mile-an-hour wind gust already. I was going to try and make my way up there today, uh, but it was a late night, so was not able to do that. More importantly, we do also have considerable storm over by the Plankington area. At 7:15 this morning, there was already a 70-mile-an-hour wind gust that was 3 miles southeast of Plankington in Aurora County, South Dakota. So we've got a lot to get to. Let's uh, hope that no more severe thunderstorms pop up here, but I am not too confident that that's going to be the case. I think there's going to be a lot more. Take a look at this echo top. So we've got this is the top of the clouds. There's that other severe thunderstorm warning popping up there that was issued just moments ago. This is, and just wait for the beep 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 radar indicated. So yep, this is the one that was saying SDSU Mesonet reported wind gust of 76 miles per hour in Lowry, South Dakota. This is going to be impacting a severe thunderstorm will be near Hosmer, Brentwood Colony, Oneka, and Berkmere. And around there it is.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
This is the one that we're talking about right now. Thunderbird Colony and Loyalton around 7:35. This is a considerable damage threat. We have 76-mile-an-hour winds reported. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we get an 80-mile-an-hour out of this, and I'll show you why I believe that to be the case. But Evergreen Colony, Orient, and Polo around 7:45 a.m. This is moving at 45 miles per hour. There ain't no way to catch up with that puppy. It is moving and trekking pretty quick. Let's go ahead and take a look at the base velocity, kind of show you here. You can certainly see right around that bottle area as it scans through here 50 frames. Let me slow it down here a little bit more. All right, so here's what we see. This is where that intense winds are. And base velocity, you really could see that. Makes it look like it's almost tornado-like. But it is not. It is a big time wind. And this is going to be impacting areas of Ipswich. Hang on one second. One second.
A new severe thunderstorm
All
warning has
right,
been
we
issued.
also have a severe thunderstorm warning up here in areas of Minnesota as well. That's half-dollar size hail. I apologize for those that are viewing here, and I'm trying to inform some friends here as well what's going on. Let me go ahead and break this down here for you. Give you the timing of some storms for the Sioux Falls area. I'm sure you guys want to know what's going on here. All right, so based on the HRRR model, this is kind of what it's expected. This would be an estimate of 7 a.m. Kind of looks like it's not really picking that up that well, so I'm going to show you another model here in a minute. But this is around 9 a.m. Still seeing pretty intense storms over in the Aberdeen area. And then these ones to the south look to kind of die out. Again, this is based on this model. By the time we get to 5 o'clock time frame, Clear Lake, South Dakota, and this area down here by Platte and Armour, Joubert and Geddes, you could have some development for more intense line of storms. Take a look at this line that's expected to build right here. That's what I want you to kind of watch out for, and then I'll go talk about the tornado threat here in just a moment. But this is going to be building a line. By the time that it gets to Sioux Falls, it's going to be very linear, and this could have impacts of 70 plus mile an hour winds as we get into the evening. Now, the big trick is going to be, is this going to this development that we've already had this morning, is that going to hinder the development for later in the maturity of this? I don't believe so. I think there's going to be uh, the ability for the atmosphere to uh, destabilize again. Reason being is there is a lot of dew points out there. So this is kind of an estimate for there.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has
Another
been
severe
issued.
thunderstorm warning. That's this one right here. This is for 43 more minutes. So hang on to your hats, folks. This has got a history of producing 76-mile-an-hour winds. Let me take a look at IEM bot here and see what else we have. We have a new mesoscale discussion that was issued here. One second. Let me show you that here. One second. All right, so this was just issued. Sporadic severe gusts might persist into late morning. Basically, what that's telling me, the fact that they have a might, they're not certain. Like this thing is doing its own thing. Sporadic severe gusts may persist this morning with multiple messy. The fact that they're using the word messy, it just floors me. I mean, this isn't a funny situation, but oh my gosh. Messy clusters across eastern South Dakota. Watch issuance in the near term is uncertain with increasing likelihood towards midday. So that tells me right there that the models are having a really hard time, and that's what forecasting is really difficult. Take a
A
look
new
at there we
severe
go.
thunderstorm warning has been
That one
issued.
was just issued a couple of minutes ago, so that's kind of a repeat as I said there. Let me go ahead and show you the weather model for Rufus, the Rufus weather model. That might be a little bit easier for me to show that. I'm going to show you the tornado threat that is expected for areas of Wisconsin today. Let me back this up a little bit. This is a look at around 1, yeah, this is 1 p.m., 18Z. And then as we go through more into the evening hours, this is a look at 23Z, which would actually be 6 p.m. So for the Wisconsin area right here, some tornado potential right there. And the reason for that is because they do have a 5% risk of tornado activity. And this is going to be all the way up into that counties in the eastern, northeastern counties there. And then by the time it gets past,
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
where is this one at?
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
There it is. It's 7:33 p.m. 7:33 a.m. We've got a Cass County, Minnesota. There's lots going on. I know you guys probably in South Dakota want me to talk about that, so I certainly will. Let's go ahead and show you the Rufus weather model here. If I can get this pop out to work here. One second. I want to show you the Rufus model of what's expected. This is doing a better job of showing this. This is 17Z time frame. So 17Z would be about noontime. As you can see, up into areas of extreme northeastern portions of South Dakota. It's doing a pretty good job of that, but then it does also pick this up on the southern storms. It is able to show that there's redevelopment here. This is around, this is 22Z, which that would be uh, 5 p.m. And then look at this thing pop up here in these counties right here to in Minnehaha County, Charles Mix, Douglas County in South Dakota. The reason why I'm honing in on this is I've got a lot of folks that are in the South Dakota area that follow me religiously, and this wind threat is pretty significant. This is going to be early on. We do also see this is about 8 p.m. here. That moves over into areas of southwestern portions of Minnesota and northwest Iowa. So this is going to be kind of a redevelopment, and that's what I'm setting up for today is the possibility of having that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Rufus on the bulk shear and show you the shear that's expected for areas of Wisconsin. Again, that's the main time frame for extreme northern part of Wisconsin for that tornado development is going to be sometime between 3 p.m. and 10 p.m. for the most intense storms. So it's going to be a long track for areas of Wisconsin. Back to the Rufus here, and let's kind of show you the severe weather potential here as well. I want to take a look at the updraft helicity. That's going to help us figure out exactly what the hail potential is here. Make sure this is updated. I got to go to 9Z. 1 second here. 4 a.m. update. All right. This is picking up on the major hail later. Didn't pick up on any hail. So again, these weather models are having a big time struggle trying to pick this up. So folks, if you are in,
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
hey Josh, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate it. So here's the thing. This area here, if you're in this zone, this was updated at 7 a.m. from the Storm Prediction Center. This is the wind threat. And let's go ahead and show you that hail threat. Hail threat is not that big, but yet we have, we've got hail. The main thing is what's the hail? Penny size hail. So that's probably why they got this 5%. But the main thing is the wind event. And let's give the categorical outlook here for you. Rapid cities, slight risk. And then we do have a slight risk as well, all the way from North Platte all the way up into Eau Claire and all that. So take a look at this. Again, I'm going to show you the HRRR weather model and show you the timing for folks that are. Um,
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
so we got 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-size hail again for Jones County, South Dakota, and Lyman County, South Dakota. We'll take a look at St. Cloud, Little Falls around 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And then that moves on through the Twin Cities area. Shakopee could end getting a shocker of a storm there around 6 p.m. Yeah, Josh, I would definitely say it's going to be canceled tonight. You're correct in that. I can't see how if you're in the Sioux Falls area and you got plans for any type of softball, baseball, sporting games, anything between 5 p.m. and really 8 p.m. That's going to be the timing. If this can redevelop. Um, excuse me, if this can redevelop. And I say that if because these weather models are having a real struggle trying to get this figured out. So it's going to be a day of uncertainty whether I chase or not. No threat of tornadoes in Sioux Falls area. Again, the tornado threat is isolated to an area of Minnesota and Wisconsin. Now that 2% area, I really think this is going to be major wind vent. I think you're going to need to be more concerned about areas just to the north and east of Minneapolis area, getting into that northern Wisconsin area where chasers really love to chase. I'm just joking. Only a few like to chase up in those areas, woodsy area, very difficult for service in some of those areas. So this could be quite an event up here north of Eau Claire and Merrill, Wisconsin area. But as far as us back home, Green Bay area, Green Bay area is outside of that tornado risk. And if we take a look at this, we can see that's not expected to have anything huge. You're going to have some storms brew later in the day over by Green Bay, sometime 5 p.m. Um, but it's really not going to amount to a whole lot. Let me give you the rundown on Green Bay, Wisconsin, as far as the overall look. That's going to be marginal, so we'd probably be looking at maybe 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts if a rogue cell can get over there. So marginal risk there, slight risk just to the north of Green Bay. I don't see that getting pushed further south, if anything, further north. So let's go ahead and
A new
Tripp
severe
County.
thunderstorm warning has been issued.
We got Tripp County. That's they don't have a wind. What the heck? Hang on one second. I'm gonna have to take a look and see what the official information from IEM bot here is. Severe thunderstorm warning. Which one issued it? It must be. Let's check here. 1 second. 1 second. Let me get to radar here. Live radar. Take a look at the reflective here. Yeah, it looks like these storms are starting to really not looking nearly as impressive. I think we're going to start seeing things die out a little bit. Still moving northeast at 35. Where's that Tripp one? Oh, it must be this one right here. So this storm here over by Mitchell area, northeast of Plank, moving northeast at 35, 70 mile an hour winds. Not sure why my IEM bot is not putting this out here. 1 second. Okay, it looks like, okay, there was a damage report. So those of you that are over in the Plankington area at 736, emergency management in Aurora County reported several 3 to 4 inch diameter tree branches are down in town. That was reported by emergency manager at 7:17 a.m. So some damage over in Plankington area this morning, unfortunately. And I'm reading this all off of IEM bots, so it gets the information directly from uh, National Weather Service. All right, so let's see what else we have here. At 7:37, severe thunderstorm continues for Lyman County until 8 a.m. And it looks like 60 mile an hour wind gusts on that, so it's starting to lose some of its luster farther north, which that's good news. Let's take a look at satellite and see what it might have happened here. 1 second. Gonna have to pull to the geo color here so that way we can see a better idea. Lots of cloud cover happening.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
So Edmonds, this is 70 mile an hour winds. It's moving east at 40 miles an hour, 1¼ inch hail. Edmonds would be this, I believe. Let's verify that. Yep, this is the one here. Trained weather spotters at 7:30 a.m. A 68 mile an hour wind gust was reported 4 miles west or 4 miles southwest of Kennebec. 70 mile an hour wind gusts and nickel size hail. So we do have considerable damage expected for Laurel Brule, Lake Francis case, and Counselor Creek boat access area at around 7:50 is when that storm is going to be impacting your area. If we go through the last 50 frames of the satellite loop, you can certainly see plenty of storm building. Take a look at that on satellite.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
All right, that's the same one. They're just updating that with the 70-mile-an-hour winds northeast at 35 miles per hour. Let's go back to live radar so we can kind of get a better idea of what's going on here. Kind of in between radars, so it's a little tough to see which one we need to go. Here we go. All right, so you can see the gust front. So this line right here, when you're looking at radar, that's where you know there's a lot of wind on that. It's just a big old, like a shelf. There's a shelf cloud in there big time, a big old shelfie. And as you see this evolve, gets more intense as it goes into the Aberdeen area. So folks in Aberdeen, folks in Redfield.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Goodness gracious, this is really intensifying. So this is moving north and this is moving east. I mean, there's a couple of different fronts here that are really making this a mess. So this one here has still got considerable damage expected for south central Beadle County in east central South Dakota, northeast Gerald County in central South Dakota at 7:46. Severe thunderstorm was located over Storla or 14 miles northeast of Plankinton, moving northeast at 35 miles per hour. So make sure that if you're in Woonsocket, you better be in your shelter place. This is moving so quickly. Forestburg around 8 a.m. So you all get into your safe place. This is damage threat is considerable. 70 plus mile an hour winds. Already had some reports earlier that did some damage in Plankington, and that's that same system here.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Another severe thunderstorm warning. This is a continuation for Jones County. Jones County, this is severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 8 a.m. This is moving. Oh, this is the one that we just talked about, so we're good. So we just have those four of them right now. Let's verify here. 5. It looks like Minnesota. I forgot about you folks up here. That's going to slowly die out. Again, look at all the considerable damage expected. We got Lyman County, Tripp County, Jones County, South Dakota, Davison County, Sanborn County, Aurora County, Hanson County, and Gerald County, Falk County, Edmonds County, Han
A
County,
new
Hyde,
severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Sanborn, Gerald, and Beetle. All of these have considerable damage threat tag against them. That's 70 plus mile an hour winds. So if you guys are not in your safe place in those areas, not sure why you wouldn't be, but this is considerable damage here. I'm going to see if I can see a view here. 1 second. See if I got any sky cams that I can take a look at. 1 second. Probably going to have to take a look at Miller. Nope. Aberdeen. Don't have a good handle on which one's going to be able to give me the best view here. See if I can get, looks like Miller might. Starting to see, I can't show you guys because I don't have rights for it, but certainly from what I can see here, look at this. Look at this. I just didn't see that at first, but watch as this just like gets crazy. See that radar imagery kind of pushing south of Aberdeen? Just like, whew, there's a front that kind of moves and sparks. Just a really big old mess on radar here. All right, again.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been
All right,
issued.
this is continuing. Hey, Tufts Weather. I'm not going to be on here much longer because I do need to take one of my buddy's family members to work this morning. I'm not working today. I took the day off. That's one thing I love about my job is they let me take days off when I need to. So these are going to continue to kind of muster up scattered storms here. Not going to be able to really chase that. I'm going to have to wait for the evening event if there's anything that really gets going. Again, I'm looking at HRRR weather model here, and let me kind of show you what could happen today if my radar Omega wants to work. Be 1 second. And back over here. It's loading. It's loading. All right, here we go. This is what it's kind of thinking based on HRRR is going to redevelop as we get into the afternoon hours and into the evening hours. 5 p.m. and there's 7 p.m. Big old line of storms that is expected there. I'm going to take a look and see what the NAM 3K says. See if any of these matched up here. 1 second. This is kind of matching up, so let's see if that hinders the same thing. There's a look at 1 o'clock showing that it's going to develop there again. And then look at this puppy. Now you want to talk about a major wind event. If the NAM 3K gets it
A
right,
new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
if the NAM 3K gets it right, this is going to be one heck of a shelf cloud moving very quickly and impacting Sioux Falls area later this afternoon. Once we get past 8 p.m., it's on out of here. But my goodness gracious, that is a huge, huge system. Yes, Tufts Weather. Hey, Josh. Yeah, I definitely do need a partner. If you want to, if you got the day off, I'll message you on Facebook. If you want to ride along, I absolutely would love to hang with you today. That would be cool. All right, so we'll see what ends up happening here. I don't know. These models are all over the place. Look at that. Yeah, Tufts Weather is mostly a wind event, but the major threat for tornadoes is going to be up in areas of Wisconsin. I'm not going all the way up to Wisconsin, and that's going to be sometime between 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Up in areas of Wisconsin. Don't expect anything in Green Bay. Josh, you finally got the wife's approval. I feel like that's half the chasers. I feel like that's half the chasers that that they say they want to go with me, but then they're like, "Let me check with the wife," the ball and chain type of thing. And I understand that completely. I understand that. No disrespect against the wives. They're trying to protect you, man. But yeah, that is one heck of a Boeing line segment there. If this holds true. NAM 3K sometimes is an outlier, but I believe that the Storm Prediction Center has a lot of faith in the NAM 3K, any of the NAMs for the CAM models. All right, folks. So just as a reminder, the 5% tornado risk, that is Eau Claire, White Bear Lake, Minnesota, Lino Lakes, Minnesota, Stillwater, Minnesota, Forest Lake, Minnesota, Minneapolis is got the 2%. Sioux Falls, what? They added Sioux Falls in this probably because of that wind event. So they're basing it off of the NAMK. That's what I think they're doing. They're covering their tail. They're covering their tail, which I understand right here. So I think the NAM 3K is going to be what holds true here. This model here, I think this is what's going to happen. I don't know. So they have a 2% risk here for areas of Clear Lake, Brookings, Madison, Sioux Falls. Again, I don't believe there's going to be tornadoes in Sioux Falls. I believe it's going to be a one heck of a windbag event. And, the area that I'm going to just kind of sit and meander and see what happens, I might go all the way. Um, I mean, it's going to be a little tricky to go anywhere because of the fact that this is going to be like a somewhat of a derecho type of thing. Ooh, we got Miller, South Dakota now is in half-dollar size hail. Why do we not have the pop out working? What's going on here?
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Oh, my computer's having a little bit of a struggle. I'm like, what in the world's going on? Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Yeah, tough weather. It's the HRRR model is having a really hard time showing that, so I have a feeling the NAM 3K is going to have a little bit better of a job here. And take a look at the Rufus Tufts weather. Take a look at the Rufus model on Pivotal Weather. That does a pretty good job of it as well. So the Rufus, the NSSL MPAS models are doing pretty good with it. So we'll see. There's that severe thunderstorm watch for the next 5 hours. So we do have that issued. Let me take a look at IEM bot. They just issued it. This is until 1 p.m. Let's take a look here and see the text data. Um, this has got 15 counties, including in South Dakota here. This includes Aberdeen, Britton, Clark, Clear Lake, Fulton, Fort Thompson, Hayti, Highmore, Ipswich, Millbank, Miller, Ortonville, Redfield, Sisseton. All right, so I am going to let you guys go. These storms are going to continue to progress. These storms here that are over by Chamberlain, look at that. That's going to continue to trek northward. It's going to eventually move more east, northeast, I should say. But right now it's trekking north. Front that's kind of pushing lines. A couple of different shortwave troughs. Let me take a look at the analysis, latest surface fronts here. I don't know if that's updated at 7 a.m. or not. Let's take a look. That was updated at 4 a.m. So that's where that front was at 4 o'clock in the morning. And now it's kind of pushing off to the east. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. God bless. Stay safe. I will contact you, Josh, and let you know for sure what I plan on doing. I'm going to have to take a look at the 11 a.m. update and see what it says, and then I'll let you know for sure if I'm going out or not. You have a great day, all of you, and stay safe. Thanks for the subscribes. I certainly appreciate it. We'll chat with you tomorrow morning for another live update.